Alright, so I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. There's very few things in this world that will scare me, and there's things in this world that I can't stand to the point where it will make me emotional. Like, so the things that I'm top scared of, and like I know it might not seem that I'm scared of anything, but I'm terrified of some stuff. I'm scared of snakes. I know that's kind of bad. I'm scared of heights. Um, I wouldn't really consider it arachnophobia, but I'm not really scared of spiders as much as I don't like them. But um, I'm scared. I'm fucking terrified of mannequins. I hate mannequins. Every time I go to a store, I have to keep looking back to make sure those assholes don't move. Um, and then there's very few things that will scare me. Like, one of the things that will scare me is my dad. That's obvious. One more thing that scares me is isolation. I can't stand the thought of being isolated or abandoned or left behind. That's just... I had a dream that I was isolated before I was abandoned by everyone that I knew, and I lived alone. It was a long time ago. It was when I was younger. Me and my sister still lived in a pink trailer up in Belen when I had that dream, and I would lock myself in mine and my sister's room, and I would sleep. So my mom would have me take a nap every time I would have random bursts of anger, but every time I would go to sleep, like during the day, I wouldn't have them during the night, which is weird. But I had them during the day when I would take a nap during the day, and it was just this dream that I was in the house, but I would look around, no one was there, the car was gone, everything except for the TV and some electrical cables. The blinds were gone, the curtains were gone, the fridge was gone, and I was just completely alone. I look into the, because we had, like, this giant, like, canyon thing out in the back. There was a part where we had like, a fenced thing for all the puppies that we had. So, I look out there, there's no one there, there's no dogs, there's no puppies. One of the passed away dogs that we had was dug up, and there was no bones in there. And that dog had died recently too, so I was curious about it. So I looked down in there, and the bones are gone. I look off. My mom had left some binoculars in her closet. Like, it wasn't technically in her closet, but it was in the bathroom closet. Like the master bedroom, and then there's the bathroom, and then there's the closet inside the bathroom where the towels are. And underneath some, like, cobwebs and, like... Sorry, my jaw hurts. Underneath some cobwebs and some dust was some binoculars. I had the hiccups. Anyway, I go outside, and I look in the binoculars, and I see nothing. Not even the neighbors are there. The neighbors are gone too. And then I keep looking. I zoom in a little bit because I know binoculars have that feature. And I look over, and I see, because that house was pretty close to the airport. It was, like, not super close, but it was pretty close. So, like, every time someone was going to, like, visit someone, or, like, when the plane would lift off, we would hear it. So, I was staring out there, and my mom and my two sisters are getting tickets to go on the plane. So, I'm wondering what they're doing, and I'm trying to go, but then I see a sign, like a sign with it's like a metal pole stuck in the ground with, like, it was like four. It was four or five words. I don't remember. I only remember the beginning of it. It was just like "no love for you," which is four words, and that just made me. And I wasn't able to sleep forever. Like even when I went to my dad's, I would just sit and just stare out the window. I would be like this. I would just look over there. There's the window. I'd be sitting in my bed, just looking at the window. And I didn't get sleep for like 2 weeks. And I was always tired. And then, okay, so those are the top things that actually terrify me. But there are things, and I'm willing to share this, and I never said this to anyone. The things that make me scared to the point where I go emotional and feel like I need to cry are people that get killed, like choked to death, because you can just hear that sound, and that makes me feel like so emotional, because it makes me feel like I could have done something to help them. And whoever was being killed, I feel like I was responsible for their death. Another thing that makes me emotional, and this just happened a few days ago. I was watching a trailer for a movie. I don't remember what movie it was. It was like this creature with like these fingerless gloves and like had no eyes but like a big ass fucking shark mouth. And I was watching that, and there was a part in it where this lady had her looked like her wedding ring or something, and she threw it in the toilet after she got attacked by that creature. And just a few seconds afterwards, she thought it was over. And it wasn't over. She looked over. Her hand was like on top of a dress shoe, and she slowly looked up, looking down at it, and then the muffled screaming, just like the feel. It makes me feel so bad for them, to the point where I'm so emotional, where my heart is literally breaking for them. I know it's just a movie, but still. Any muffled screaming, if it's a person, if it's a murderer, if it's a... Honestly, I couldn't really care about prisoners. But if it's like a person, a kid, an elder, I don't care. It's just... I feel like I was responsible for the reason that they died. And I can't help but feel like I could have done something to help them. And that if I did do something, they wouldn't have died. And that's probably one of the reasons why I'm so like... I wouldn't really consider isolation one of my fears now, because I'm always isolated in my room now. Like, the only times I'll go outside is to help my dad, to eat dinner, to get something to drink, and then I'll come back in here and just do whatever. So I wouldn't really consider isolation one of my biggest fears. But like, if you guys have like a certain fear that you guys don't like, go ahead and tell me what it is in the comments below. I'm just like, God, sometimes I wish I wasn't just like this big ball of just emotion. I hate it sometimes. Anyway, that's it for today's video. I might do another video today depending on how I'm feeling. I gotta stop watching Try Not to Get Scared challenges. I can do try not to get scared challenges for you guys. If you want that, go ahead and like. I'll set out a video. I'm gonna record it on Mobizen, probably disconnect the fan because it's making a shit ton of noise, and I need to calm myself down. I'm probably gonna go to sleep, even though it's like it's 11:22. It's way too early for me. Anyway, yeah, that's it for right now. See you guys in the next video. My name is Concrete Wolf 11. See you guys in the next one.